That's right. Welcome back to the weekly watch list. I'm Brandon. This is Anna. And get ready for the show.
This week on our weekly watch list, we have something truly weird for you.
It's on Netflix. This movie is called Tale of Tales.
I am prepared to die in order to feel life grow inside me.
Hunt a sea monster. Cut out its heart. You will become pregnant.
The husband of a princess can only be discovered through a tournament.
I don't know what happened. I changed my skin, I don't know.
You're so beautiful.
Come.
No one will ever love you like I do.
Alright, so the trailer, ignore it. It really does not do this justice. I mean, it makes it seem like an uplifting fairy tale action movie.
Yeah.
It's just a big old what the fuck from me.
It makes it, when you watch the trailer, you're going into it not knowing anything about it, you're like, this movie kind of does something that I've never seen before. It kind of touches on like the Brothers Grimm, the fairy tale type of movie, but it's not.
It's just a horror. It's a fairy tale horror movie.
You watch a trailer and then in contrast you start the movie and you're so confused. Every other minute you're like, it's gotta get better, right? I saw a trailer.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so it's just basically like a whole bunch of what the fuck scenes and moments strung together. It flip-flops between three different like 17th century kingdoms. And they all kind of like are so disjointed and overlap, and they even like the weirdness within each storytell takes away from the message, I guess, if there is a message that they're trying to send.
I tried so hard to follow the storyline.
Yeah,
and I understand it wasn't one direct storyline, it was three stories as if it's a fairy tale and
so
you're following
disjointed.
three tale of tales, right? Multiple tales. But I'm watching this and I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of felt like that hollow feeling when you're a kid on Christmas and you're super excited for all your gifts and you open up and it's like
Avocado! Thanks!
you're like, man, like I wanted a video game.
It's disappointing, but it also makes you feel dead inside.
It makes you feel super dead. Like confused and
like,
lost.
Unhappy. So, I mean, the critics love this. It's based on...
I don't buy it.
Well, it's based on, like, old 17th century, I think, poems and fairy tales that the Brothers Grimm and all of the fairy tales after that point were based on. Yeah. So, in theory, it should be good.
Should be sweet.
And, like, I guess they can break it down like that. And, you know what? Jumping ahead, the art direction and production quality, it's all great. I feel like the costumes are super accurate to detail.
The budget in this movie was $14.5 million. Like, I don't know a lot about a lot. Again, like, we never claimed to know about, like, budgets and producers and directors and all that, but $14.5 million...
Sounds like a lot.
Sounds like a lot of money, but it only brought in $5.5 million in the box office.
Yikes.
So, we don't usually throw around numbers, but I was super curious because I was like, do people like this shit? This sucks.
Yeah,
like,
it can't just be us that doesn't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't like it. I don't want to get it.
But that being said, I looked up the Rotten Tomato score just out of curiosity, and it was at 82% on Rotten Tomatoes. This thing that popped up.
Again, that's why we were so excited going in. It was misleading.
Yeah, but that was the 82% was the critic score, right? What was the audience score?
Like 50%.
Yeah.
Like all of the rating sites, you look at the critic score, it's super high. You look at the actual real people score, super low.
People
We're
don't like
real
it.
people.
We're real
we
people.
don't like it.
We don't like it. You're probably not going to like it. This thing is super stacked. It has John C. Reilly, Selma Hayek, Toby Jones, Vincent Cassell. Like, this movie, outside looking in, after you watch the trailer and you see the cast, you're like, this movie's going to be sweet. John C. Reilly and Selma Hayek alone, like...
It has the potential to be like a really dark horror sort of comedy.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's not. The bad, so many scenes made me feel just uncomfortable and icky.
Uncomfortable is the best word for this whole thing.
Just really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But
I think literally made this face the whole time we were watching this. Like, what's she doing now?
Just a whole lot of confusion and unhappiness. But
For 2.5 hours, both of us just, what is she doing? What's she gonna do?
Anyway, what traumatized you the most? What were you most unhappy?
It was the old.
during?
It was the old sister boobies.
Yeah, well, just the old sisters in general.
Yeah, but I can't stop thinking about. There's a scene, no spoilers. So there's a weird part of this movie. Again, this whole thing's weird, but this weird, specific, particularly weird part. Long story short, one of the kings falls in love with one of the sisters' voice because she sings really beautifully, and she's really, really old, and for some reason she can't just open the door and look at the king and just go, hey, I know, I'm really old, by the way.
Yeah.
She has to, she tricks the king into thinking that she's, young and beautiful, like her voice is. So, at one point, the king needs her to come over and sleep with him, so she's, hot waxing down her skin to make it tighter, and her boobs to make them tighter.
Do it.
And the other
God,
sister's
it's so
hot
much-
waxing the skin, and the other sister's oh, and she's telling her to shut up and just do it.
Just do it, bitch. Do it.
It's just so weird.
Shut up, Emma.
Ah.
What about you? What was the part that stuck out into your head?
Yeah, so for sure, old ladies waxing down their wrinkly, saggy skin.
Uh-huh.
And the witch breastfeeding one of the old ladies.
Yeah, that's not weird.
That's weird.
It's weird.
Come on now. Come on. Come on.
I don't know. What's your weird rating?
So my weird rating for this one, I actually had it lower than it was, but now that we've actually talked it through, I think this hits like a 6.5 for me. So it's not all weird, right? Not compared to some of the stuff.
Some of it's just bad.
Yeah.
A lot of it's just a bad, incoherent movie.
The only thing for me is that it's a 6.5 because it's a mainstream Hollywood budgeted movie. What about you? What's your weird rating for this?
Honestly, I just came fresh from watching it. I just still feel feelings 10.
No. Give it a real one.
No, it's a 10. I feel like
We've watched people eat roadkill, and you haven't
That's
given it
not
a 10.
weird. That's
That's
you know,
weird.
This is,
That's real life weird.
this makes me unhappy. It's bad. It's a 10 weird.
It's an uncomfortable, a bad
Yeah.
feeling. It's like when you just drink, soda and your teeth are scratchy.
What?
You know?
You need to go to the dentist.
It's they're
Yeah, no, you got a cavity.
it's that kind of feeling.
What's your watchable rating?
No. I don't have one.
It's not watchable?
No.
0% watchable?
Bad.
There's no reason why
It's
you'd watch it?
I don't understand why you'd give it a 10 on the weird, because to me it's I don't think it's 10 weird.
No. I think if you go into it thinking of it as a horror comedy, maybe you'll like it more. Maybe you'll get through
You won't.
more of it.
No, that's terrible advice. It's not a horror movie. It's not a comedy.
I think it technically
It's not an
is.
action movie. It's just a bleh. And if somebody came up to you and was just how do you feel about this movie? Someone's writing in a chart, market research team.
I was like,
Yeah, I'd go, this movie's blah. Yeah. Yeah. I felt, I ended this movie and I went,
I went,
yeah.
okay.
So that's how we feel.
Anyway, so what's your advice? Do you have any advice?
Yeah, watch it, and then have a backup plan to watch something else that night. Because you're going to turn it off in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think if you're not prepared to frown and cringe for 2 hours, don't start it.
This movie sucks.
Sucks.
Hey,
This is a PSA video. Don't watch this.
Don't watch it.
Yeah, if you're searching on YouTube right now looking for trailers and you found us, you're welcome.
You're welcome, because turn back and watch something else.
It's kind of weird, I have to say.
Watch this video 100 times. Tell your friends to watch it 100 times each. At least tell 10 people each. So we can maybe go viral. Am I right? Virally. Thank y'all for watching.
You've been just swell.
Subscribe.